Hey everyone, it's Emily, and today we are building a Halloween family home. So I guess I probably should say happy Halloween if you're watching this on Halloween. If you're not and you're watching this in the future, then happy whatever time it is for you. Today it's Halloween, so I'm excited because Halloween's one of my favorite holidays, and I just wanted to build a fun Halloween family house thing. And honestly, you could probably just convert this. I think it should be on the gallery already. If it's not, I'm going to be putting it up very soon. I'm really sorry that I've been slacking with uploading things to the gallery. I know that some of you have been asking me in the comments like when things are going to be up, and then I'm sure for every person who comments there's probably more people who are just wondering but aren't saying anything. So I'm really sorry about that, guys. But we have lots of stuff that's been recently put on the gallery. Anything that hasn't yet just means that I haven't gone into the save file that it was built in, so I need to get on that. But yeah, we're looking in good shape. I don't know, we're in better shape than we were before. Things are on the gallery, that's what I'm trying to say. Hopefully this will be too. But I think that it could really easily be turned into just a normal family house if you just delete the Halloween stuff and then maybe change some color swatches in the kids' room, because the kids' room is very Halloween-y. But anyway, the way that I built this house is kind of interesting. I've never done this before, but it's kind of like a followers choose my build thing. I was gonna make it like a more like clickbaity in that way, like, oh, my followers picked my build, but then I wanted to do a Halloween house and I feel like that's most important, so we're just gonna call this a Halloween house and my followers picked my build is like less relevant. So let me pull up my little tweets. I think I can probably remember them off the top of my head anyway, so I probably don't even need to pull them up, but I'm gonna pull them up anyway so that I make sure I don't forget anything. But 3 days ago, I tweeted and asked you guys to help me with my next Sims build. I said speed build. I was like, why would I say Sims build? What other kind of build would I be doing? Who knows? Anyway, make sure to follow me on Twitter. You know, this is just a little promo, self-promo thing going on, because if you want to help me pick my build the next time I do this, because I think I will do it again, and I want to think of some new categories, so if you can think of any categories that you would want to see me do in like a Twitter poll type of thing for a house build, let me know, because I feel like a lot of people do this with like followers pick my sim and stuff, but like I don't do create a sims, so we're just gonna do builds, okay? So anyway, the first thing was where should I build? So I had Willow Creek or Brindleton Bay. I just wanted each question to have 2 options because I knew I wanted to have several questions and I didn't want it to be like too much, you know, to answer all of them. So anyway, Brindleton Bay won, so that's where we are, and I asked what season I should anyway, what season I should build in. That is fall is the winner. It was fall or winter, because I was kind of like, ooh, do I want to build in like snowy Winter Wonderland world, because I'm like kind of in the mood for, okay, this is a problem. Fall just started. I really love fall and all, and it's just getting to be like nice fall colors here, but at the same time, I'm very excited for everything that comes along with winter, and I also don't really experience snow in my area. For those of you who don't know, I live in Georgia, and it doesn't really snow here, and if it does, it's like icy snow, and it's more likely that the road's ice and we just close everything, like the whole state closes down, then we get actual snow, at least where I live. But yeah, so I was like, maybe I want to do like a Winter Wonderland house in the middle of fall, because that makes tons of sense, but everyone was like, no, Emily, you're gonna build a house in fall. And then by far the closest poll of them all was what type of house should I build, and I said a budget family home or a mansion, and most people wanted a budget family home, but it was by a very small percentage. 57 people voted and 53% wanted a budget family home and 47% wanted the mansion, so just barely we got the budget house. I think I might do, when the new pack comes out, I'll probably do a mansion. Sorry for all those noises. I'm just like, mansions freak me out a little bit, because this house, this is on a 30 by 20, 20 by 30, whatever lot, and it took me 3 hours to do this house. That's just because I'm very particular. I spend a lot of time on like the details and the little things, and I've gotten way more into landscaping. You'll see. I think I've upped my terrain paint game and I'm very excited. So that's a new development. But yeah, the landscaping takes me a long time. I didn't even put all of it in. I don't even know. No, the backyard is in this video. The backyard took me a while, but not too long. And then with the inside, I just love to clutter things, and like, because this was a budget house, I had to be very purposeful with my clutter. And in case this isn't in the title, I don't know, sometimes I try to like put the budget in the title. If I'm like, wow, I stuck to a budget, here's what it is, it's in the title. I don't know if I'm gonna do that for this, but it's a under 50,000 simoleon house, I believe. If not, it's definitely under 55,000. Which I think is pretty achievable in gameplay. This house fits, okay, that's the next question. How many Sims should I build for? And it was either a family of 1 to 4 or a family of 5 to 8. And the family of 5 to 8 won. And I kind of cheated that a little bit, because technically it fits 4 Sims, but I'm also assuming the family has 2 cats. So that would be like 6 people, not people, 6 Sims, including the pets in the family. Is that okay? I don't know. But to be fair, in the poll, I put like emojis next to everything because, you know, gotta make it fun and fresh and all of that. But in the family of 1 to 4 thing, I had like a little emoji with like the single dad and a daughter, and then I put a hedgehog next to it, like implying that this family also has a hamster. But I was just implying that they had a little rodent friend. So like, you know, 1 to 4, we've got 2 Sims in there and 1 like half Sim, it's fine. Then with the family of 5 to 8, I put an emoji of a 4-person family. They've got 2 moms, a daughter, and a son, and then they have a dog. So I was kind of implying that I was gonna use the pets to make it a 5 to 8 family size, but yeah, I hope no one's mad at me, because I wanted it to be like small and cute and like lived in, but I didn't want to have more than 2 bedrooms. So this is a 2-bedroom house. I'm assuming they have 2 children and they share a room. I was kind of thinking boys, but it doesn't really matter. You can put whoever you want in this house, obviously. And yeah, it's just a cute little 2-bedroom, 1 bath, or 1.5 bath. No, it's just 1 bath. Little family house, and I really like the layout a lot. I played around with it for a while. I think we're well past that. Actually, we might not be. I don't know. I don't even know if oh yeah, we are past that. But yeah, I played around with it a bunch. I cut out some of it just because it was a lot of like changing things to end up reverting it to the way I had it in the first place, which I feel like doesn't really contribute to the process, so doesn't really need to be in the video. That's something that I used to not pay attention to when I was cutting things out of my speed builds. I don't know if anyone cares about this, my like process for making builds. I'm sure, well, not sure, but I have a feeling that people who make videos are probably like slightly more interested than the general population. But on the off chance that there are more people than I think who are interested, I used to mostly, if I was gonna cut something out, I was like, okay, I'll just cut out the floor plan first, and then I'll cut out like bathrooms, and then I'll cut out some of the landscaping, and like that was kind of my order of like, if a build's too long, this is what I'm gonna cut out in that order. But recently I've decided that, you know, maybe I should watch my speed builds through myself, and if something seems unnecessary, like if I do a bunch of things to one specific little tiny area that I'm trying to clutter, and I try to clutter it like 5 million different ways, and then I finally just do the first thing that I had done, like the original way that I cluttered it, then maybe I should just like cut all of that out because it doesn't really contribute to the process. I don't know. Does that make sense? Does anyone care? I feel like it's kind of a good thing, because that means that I get to keep more things in that have to do with, you know, the floor plan and at least some of the landscaping. I will admit that I do cut out landscaping, and sometimes I don't even record it, because now that I've been taking more time with it, sometimes I get anxiety about how long it takes me to do the landscaping. I'm like, I'm taking too long, and then I get stressed, and then nothing ends up turning out well, and then I get overwhelmed, and then, you know, I just stop recording and just do what I want, and it turns out fine. So yeah, there's that. There's more than you wanted to know about my thought process in however many minutes it took me to explain that. Anyway, what are you guys doing for Halloween? Do you have any plans? No? Great, perfect. I have the plan for you. I'm actually streaming later today, and I'm doing a Halloween stream, a Hallow stream. I don't think that's a thing, but that's what I'm gonna call it. And I'm dressing up, so if you want to see what I'm being for Halloween, then make sure to catch me on my stream. If you're watching this like right when it's posted, I'll probably be streaming like 4-ish hours from when this is posted, but I stream at 5:25 p.m. Eastern time on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday now. I stream at the same time on all 3 of those days for like starting in the month of November, and since this Friday is the first Friday of November, that means that we start our new Friday streams on that day, which is cool, and I'm excited. I think it'll be better because before I was streaming at like a different time on Thursdays and it was a whole blah, but now it's all nice and organized and easier to remember with my crazy random time. It's fine. But anyway, yeah, come to my stream, hang out with me on Halloween. If you don't have any plans, if you do have plans, I would love to, you know, have you pop in and say hi and tell me what you're being for Halloween, or, you know, you can always just tell me in the comments what you're being for Halloween, and if you have any plans, or you're going to a fun party, you're going trick-or-treating with your pals, I'd love to hear about it. And also, if you don't have any plans and you're not being anything this year, let me know what your favorite Halloween costume is that you've ever been, because I think that Halloween costumes are fun, and like I said, Halloween's one of my favorite holidays. I just really like it. One year I was Kim Possible. That's probably one of my favorite costumes, looking back. That was a good one. Another year, oh my god, I forgot about this. I was Hillary Duff one year, and for those of you who have never seen my face before, okay, that can be like pretty much no one unless you're brand new to my channel. So if you are, hi, welcome. I have brown hair. You can probably tell from like, you know, my profile picture thing. I forgot, like, wow, I forgot that that was my profile picture. So like, even if you haven't seen my streams, you still know what I look like probably. And I did a reaction video recently. What am I even saying? Anyway, yeah, I was Hillary Duff one year and I got a blonde wig. It was a whole thing. I also had like an earpiece, like microphone thing, like, you know, singers would wear on stage, and what else? I don't even know what else I wore. Honestly, I should have just been Lizzie McGuire and called it a day, but I just had to be Hillary Duff and be extra and be like on tour. Yeah, it's fine. What else have I been? I was Snow White when I was little. My first Halloween costume, I was a potted plant. Like, can we please think about that and like what's brought us to this moment where now, like, I'm part of this Sims building community where everyone's obsessed with potted plants, and I was literally a potted plant for my first Halloween. Like, excuse me, thanks mom for the, you know, on point, on trend Halloween costume. Yeah, but my mom made me like a flower costume. She used to make all my costumes for the longest time. I don't think it was until, I wonder if this is what happened. So, my mom used to make all my Halloween costumes. One year I was Tinkerbell. One year I was, like I said, I was Snow White. What else was I? I think I was Belle from Beauty and the Beast one year. I might be wrong. Oh, my mom didn't make all my Halloween costumes. There was another year where I borrowed a costume from my friend, and it was like a dog costume. It was a very like shaggy dog, and it was a very, very warm Halloween costume to wear. I think my mom painted my face though. And then what else? I was something else. Oh, I was a giraffe one year, which is very ironic because I'm very short. Yeah, I'm actually 5 foot nothing, so me being a giraffe was just something else. It was a time. And what else? What else have I been? There was the Lizzie McGuire. There was something else that I was like, oh, that's a good one. Oh, I know what happened. So I was thinking that maybe when I moved neighborhoods, the neighborhood that I was in before, I didn't really have like neighborhood friends because they were all like either slightly older or slightly younger than me. So when we started going to school, they made new neighborhood friends that were in their grade. So I kind of like didn't have any neighborhood friends. So for Halloween, it would be like me, and then one of my dad's like old friends had a daughter that was my age, and so our families would get together, and their family didn't live in a neighborhood, so they didn't really have anywhere to go trick-or-treating, so they would just come over to our house, and then we would go trick-or-treating together. And she was a witch one year. What was I? Was that when I was a giraffe? I don't know. Anyway, all that aside, what I'm getting at is that I moved houses in right before I went into 4th grade. So when I was like 9-ish, yeah, I was 9 when we moved. And then I turned 10 that year. Anyway, this is too much information, but it's fine. It's good life chats. You're getting to learn more about me anyway. When I moved, I made neighborhood friends because there was a girl across the street who was the same age as me, and then there was the girl next door to her that was a little bit older than us, but the two of them had been friends for like a really long time. So the 3 of us were friends, and we would always go to Party City and get our Halloween costumes together. I don't know, if you guys don't live in the US, you probably don't have a Party City, but it's basically like a costume store, but it's like a chain, so it's not like a unique costume store. Like, it's very standard Halloween costumes. And also it's just like a party supplies store. So think like a craft store, but for parties. That was stupid. That was a dumb explanation. Anyway, it has all the party stuff you need if you're throwing a birthday party, if you're throwing a graduation party, if you're having a baby shower, just go to Party City. They have you covered. So we always go there for our costumes, and one year I was a bee. Where did that come from? Why did I decide to be a bee? That's stupid. Anyway, I think my first year that I went trick-or-treating with them, I distinctly remember around like September-ish, I would start getting in the Halloween spirit, and I would go to the Party City website and I would look up their costumes, because towards the like middle-ish of September, I think, is when they would kind of start like advertising their Halloween costumes, or the page would show up on their website where you could look through their Halloween costumes for that year. And I remember like, ooh, I loved that. That was my favorite thing. Looking at the Halloween costumes, yes. I don't know what it is. I guess it's just like being able to dress up. I wonder, I went to private school for 9 years, so from when I was in kindergarten to when I was in 8th grade, I went to private school and we wore uniforms. I'm telling lots of stories today. I feel like I have nothing relevant to talk about in my real life, so we're just like blast from the pasting it. Blast from the pasting it. I don't like that. I'm never gonna say that again. Anyway, moving on. So, yeah, I wore a uniform for 9 years to school, 5 days a week, and maybe that's why I like Halloween, because I got to dress up. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I really like Halloween. Anyway, I always liked picking out my costume. One year I was a half angel, half devil. I don't know how I convinced my mom to let me do that. I don't know if she had a problem with it or if it took convincing. Or if it was just because I know that I would go to Party City with my friend and her mom. So maybe I just got the costume and my mom was like, okay, I guess that's what you're gonna be this year. Because I'm very surprised my mom let me be a, like, any part devil. Half devil, 75% devil, 2% devil, I don't know. I'm surprised. But that's what I was, and that was very interesting. The next year after that, I'm pretty sure we were the Pink Ladies, like from Greece, because Party City had a Pink Ladies costume. Well, it was essentially just a Pink Ladies jacket, and then we wore like black leggings, and I don't even know what shoes we wore. Ooh, I might have worn my school shoes. That might have been what I wore. I don't know what shoes anyone else wore because no one else had saddle shoes like me. Are they called saddle shoes anywhere else? Is that just like a weird private schools in my area thing? I have no idea. But yeah, what else did, oh yeah, I was, what's her face? One of my friends, oh, she was Frenchy, and she got a pink wig, and that actually looked really cool. Like, that was a really good costume for her. And, who was I? I can't remember the girl's name that I was, but she's the one that wears the glasses sometimes because I have glasses and I didn't have contacts at that point because I was in middle school. So I wore my glasses and she had like bedazzled glasses. So I got these little like stick-on rhinestone things and I put them on my glasses. It was a look. Oh man, I wish I had pictures of these costumes because that would be so cute to like insert them, but I don't have them. I don't even know if my parents have them. They have to have them somewhere. I'm sure my dad has them because he's like the one who maintains the photos and the family videos and stuff. But yeah, it's too late for me to contact him. I'm sorry. This could have been like a whole thing. Yeah, I could have made the, wow. Okay, maybe next year. Next Halloween, we'll build you know, maybe we'll build a family mansion for a family of 1 to 4 Sims, and we'll do it in the winter time. And no, if it's Halloween, we can't do that. And we'll still do it in the fall, and we'll do it in some other world than Brindleton Bay. And we'll just, you know, do the opposite. It'll be opposite day of this Halloween, and I'll have all these cute pictures of all my costumes, and we'll just get to experience it and relive it together, and it's gonna be great. Also, my stomach just growled, and I don't know if you heard it, but that's what just happened. Anyway, like I said, this kids' room is like very Halloween-y. Since this was a budget, I had some things that I wanted to do with that little like wallpaper behind the window. I wanted it to kind of look like they put up paper around the window or something, but I couldn't really do the little like added touches that I wanted to fully make that happen. Like, I kind of wanted to put columns on either side of it, but then that would have been, you know, just a little bit too much money, because I was like really trying to stick to a reasonable budget for like, I'm imagining that you start off with a single sim in the game, right? And you play with them through like most of their young adult life. They get married, they're like doing well in their career, their spouse is doing decent in their career, and then they, in that time, they've also like had 2 kids. Like, they're a pretty established sim, and I think they can afford this house. And if they can't afford this house with all of the decorations, then they definitely can afford it without them, because the whole backyard is pretty much just set up for a Halloween party, as you're about to see. But yeah, I don't know, I had a lot of fun with this backyard, and I almost did the little, what's it called? Not bonfire. I ended up doing a bonfire. I almost just did the little campfire from Outdoor Retreat, but then I was talking to my mods in Discord. Oh, also, this is random, but I do want to mention this before I forget, because it's kind of important. But one of my friends, Mariah Standing Simmer, I talk about her all the time because she's the best, but she's actually the person that I got the idea from for the 2 little things on the front of the house. You probably don't know what I'm talking about, but you'll see it in the screenshots. Basically, they're the little roof items from Cats and Dogs, and in a build a while ago, I think it was a collab that she did, and she did the exterior, if I'm correct, but it was a while ago. But she used those, and then she raised up some windows to make them look like, you know, little window things, because they look kind of plain otherwise, and I kind of wish they came with windows anyway, but alas, they did not. So I put my own windows on them like Mariah, and they look fantastic, and everything's fine. But yeah, anyway, I was talking to my mods in Discord, and I was sending them pictures of the house as I was working on it, because 1, I was really proud of a lot of it, and 2, I hate backyards. So when I got to the backyard, I was like, I need help, friends. Please assist. Give me ideas. What do you think makes sense? And oh, we were like in a voice call, so I was just like thinking out loud, I think, as I was finishing building this, and I was just chatting with them, which is really nice. That's probably like one of my favorite things to do now when I'm building. It doesn't happen very often that we're all free and able to do that, but it's just like nice, because then you're building, it's like you have a friend there and you can actually talk to them, because that's kind of how I use streams. I just like have them in the background while I'm building. But I don't know, I don't know, I'm just getting way too into this. Anyway, I was asking them like what type of stuff I should put in the backyard, and they helped me, and I was like, should I put this photo studio? Should this be like, you know, backyard Halloween party central? Because I feel like anyone who decorates their house like a ton for Halloween probably would like to throw a Halloween party at some point too. So I made sure that they had all kinds of activities to do that. They have a DJ booth even. They've got the bonfire, so they can just invite their pals over, invite all the parents over. Ooh, maybe that's what they do. Maybe this family of, I was gonna say this family of parents, that makes no sense, but maybe the parents in this family just invite all their friends over, and their friends' families over. All the kids get together, they go trick-or-treating, and then the parents just hang out in the backyard and have a wild time, because, you know, we've got our bar with the lights, we've got pumpkin carving stations, we've got a photo booth, like we're going all out. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you're having a great day, and once again, happy Halloween, and I will see you guys later. Bye!